I think you're ready. You're ready for the serious shit. Please don't use my username. I have several friends who also watch your videos, and I would like to remain anonymous. Short and sweet. What should people do after they have had their hearts broken?
Well, this is the title of a famous Bee Gees song, How Can You Mend a Broken Heart? So how can you?
Yeah, that was a great song too. But, I mean, the thing is this. Mending a broken heart is always a very complicated situation. At your age, and I don't know how old you are, but I take it you're pretty young, these things do happen. I know when I had my first broken heart, holy shit, Eric.
It is devastating.
I cried every single day for 2 years, right? I moved back from Toronto and I came back to Montreal, live at my mother's house. And I sat behind the piano and I would always write songs about her. And I'd sit there and I'd fucking cry my eyes out at the piano. My sisters were getting sick of seeing me depressed.
Every damn song reminds you of her. Or
reminds
of him.
you of her, you cry, and every time you try and go with a new person, they kind of look like that person and stuff because you become obsessed. But eventually, that does heal.
Only time.
Time heals those kind of things for sure. I do understand that it is really hard. I mean, if I'm to give you some advice on this, the best thing would be, look, if you can't fix it, there's an old saying that says about the wings, set something free, and if it flies away and it comes back, then it was meant to be yours. And that's true, dude. There is so many things like that happens. If you can think back in your past, and again, I don't know how old you are, but I can, because I'm older, and I've thought of all the times I had those heartbreaks and stuff, and now that I look back at it, it's mended, and it's just part of that experience. I'm really sorry that you're going through this, but unless you gave me more particular details in order to give you a particular solution, it's kind of complicated, but time is what really heals a broken heart. Try and keep yourself busy by doing other things. I like to say, occupy yourself. Use this as an opportunity to do something you've always wanted to do. Because maybe sometimes that relationship took a lot of your time. You're always hanging out. But maybe this is a sign that you need to become stronger yourself. So use this opportunity to focus on something you've always wanted to do and bury yourself in it, and turn it into something. And that should be your new relationship until you naturally find, what the next one is, or you repair this one.
And don't swim in a sea of sorrows.
Oh, yeah, man.
Having myself my own drama, when I had these...
tell us about your drama. This I want to hear.
You know how I treated that?
Yeah.
I listened to classical music.
Oh, yeah?
Because there's no classical music that would remind me of her.
Actually, Eric, you always have such fucking great ideas.
Thanks.
That's it. You take something that's got the opposite of what we were saying before, the uncommon element, everything that has nothing to do with that person, that's what you're vibing with.
Yeah.
That's a very good trick to help you forget stuff.
Tchaikovsky is going to mend your heart.
All right. I don't know whether you like classical out there, but classical is a real interesting music, and when you do bury yourself in it and you light some candles and you blast that stuff, it makes you feel like you're kind of a different human, especially if you're a younger person and you don't usually listen to classical.
Yeah.
Make you feel like you're in a movie or something. Da, 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 da. You got all that kind of stuff going. So you go for it. And I'm sorry you're going through this, but I really wish you a mending heart. Eric and I are sending you some mending heart energy across the airwaves.
You are listening to The Momo Show, the kick-ass motivator, starring Momo from TheMomoZone and controversial radio personality, Erick Remy.